How's it going, everyone? And today I just want to talk to you about why is it so hard leaving the British military. Thousands of people do it every year. It's been going on for hundreds of years, but we still have so many people suffering when they leave. And it's weird because there's one way you could look at it. You're just going from one job to another job. The British Army, the Royal Navy, the Royal Air Force, it's a job. It's a career. You then leave that career, you go and start another career. But it's actually not. And I don't think people outside the military really understand what it's actually like. The military is your life. It controls all your life, your personal life, when and where you can go, what you can do, when you can eat, what you can eat pretty much. When you train, when you shower, it controls everything, and you are told what to do from the start of the day till the end of the day. And a lot of the time, it's ridiculously busy. You have to wear certain clothes, you have to look smart, you have to turn up on time or early. You have to turn up early to be on time, and you're told exactly what to bring, where to go. And then when you leave the military, all of that disappears, and you're just on your own. You don't get told everything. Don't get told where you've got to be, what you've got to wear. You don't have to be early. You don't have to be smartly dressed. You don't have to shave every day. Not that you have to do that in the army now anyway, but you can grow a beard. It is just going from one life to a completely different life. I left nearly 3 years ago now, and I found it a little bit easier than others, but I'm in a few WhatsApp groups. I still speak to people. And over just my time of being in the military and seeing people leave and speaking to them after they leave, some people just really, really struggle. But the one thing that they really do miss is the bond with people, their mates, because the majority of squaddies, your airmen, your sailors, live in the block. So for those that don't know, it's like a university block. Nowadays, you get your own room. Used to be 4-man rooms, 8-man rooms, 12-man rooms, and then you'd have like your shower blocks. Now it's pretty much your own room, en suite, but you're in a massive building. 6 rooms roughly to a corridor. Your door's pretty much open. You share a utility room, you share a kitchen. You wake up together. You then work with each other. You then go back to the block with each other. You have dinner with each other. You chill out on the block. You maybe go on the piss together. And then you go to bed, and then you wake up again and you do the whole same thing again. You then leave the military, possibly with a partner, if not on your own. And then you're just in a flat, house, wherever it is, on your own. So you don't have that constant bond with people, that constant socialising that you used to. So I know a lot of people find that really tough as well. And then you lose that whole sense of routine. So you've got to try and keep up this routine. You get your orders every night, you go and read them, and then the next day you know exactly what time you've got a parade. You know what you've got to bring with you, what you've got to wear, where you're going to be, what you're doing. And then if you're out all day, they're going to bring scoffs, food sorted, transport sorted, everything is just sorted, and you know that you have to turn up 5 minutes before. Everyone's going to be there 5 minutes before. They're going to be smartly dressed, and they're going to be keen and ready to go. You get out onto Civilian Street. So civvies work to their own time. Half of them are late. There's none of this turning up 5 minutes before. You go into a meeting, they're sort of half fussed. You tell someone to do something, they're like, well, yeah, maybe, might do, might not. There's no discipline. They don't listen to you. They just do their own sort of thing. And it's completely different life to what it is like being in the military. So you've got to sort of try and maintain a routine. So, getting up every day at the same time, even if you've got work or not. Planning your food maybe. Still arriving on time, you're 5 minutes before. If that works for you, that's what you're used to. I think every squaddy still does that. Ironing your clothes. If training in the morning, that's what we used to do in the army, physical training, PT every morning, maintain that, sort of maintain the same routine that you did in the military in Civilian Street until you sort of adapt to civilian life. Don't just leave and then sort of fall off the ladder and just stop doing everything that you used to do in the military, because then you're going to suffer mentally. And you're going to have to get used to civvies. They do say no, they don't listen, they don't turn up smartly dressed all the time, and they just don't really care. It's like sort of minimal effort. They won't go to help you out a lot of the time. If their hours are finished, they won't stay late to help, or if it's not part of their job role, they pretty much won't help you. As in the army, we go above and beyond for everyone. We help each other out. There is no set hours. So if you're working late, you're working late. If you're coming in early, you're coming in early. Civvies, they have their set hours. They won't go out of that because they don't get paid for that. And whatever their job role is, that's what they do. And half the time, they turn up. They're not smartly dressed. Let's just put it that way. If you're wearing boots and trousers, more than likely they're going to tuck those trousers into their boots. The trousers aren't going to fit that well. They're most probably not going to wear a belt, so they're most probably going to be falling down. Their clothes aren't going to be ironed. Hair's going to be a mess. Beard's going to be a mess if they've got one. And you've just got to get used to it. And it is tough at first, but it's just life. The military do really condition you, but you can't let that affect you. You can't let that affect your mental health, and so many people do. So many people struggle mentally when they leave because they just go from that set routine, that set life, and it does completely change. You've just got to accept it. But if you can sort of try and maintain some sort of routine from the military, plan your day the night before, so it's like a little set of orders. Get up in the morning, go and train, go and do your PT. Because that may help, because that's what you used to do. Still iron your clothes. If you still want to have a shave or keep your bin nice and freshly trimmed, then do that. And then just try and stay in contact with as many people as you possibly can when you leave the military. See how they're doing. Whether they're in the military or not, just contact them, message them, phone them. Go and join some sort of running club, gym. You can join classes. Go and do jiu-jitsu. Find somewhere you can socialise, so when you leave, you're not just stuck in a house or a flat or wherever it is, and you've gone from this like brotherhood, this constant socialising, to sort of being on your own, because it will really affect you. It is tough on civvy streets. You've got to work. There's redundancies. People strike. Travel, whether you're getting train, planes, buses, they're not reliable. They don't turn up on time. It's a completely different life, but you've just got to sort of try and adjust as sort of best as you absolutely can. It is tough. It shouldn't be tough, but it is tough leaving the military. But just do your absolute best and try and find some sort of routine and stay in contact with people and find new classes to make new friendships, so you're not all on your own. Because I find a lot of people really suffer with that sort of socialising, that family, that brotherhood, and they just sort of work, live on their own, work, live on their own. Hopefully this video is sort of, you've just enjoyed it, you found it useful. Comment below with what your thoughts are. If you want to see me continue to do more videos on this, more tips and tricks that I sort of use or I see other people use when they leave the military. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.